Hi, I am Atai Riches. I am the co-founder and CEO for Winich Farms, operating out of Nigeria. Winich Farms is an agtech startup that's ensuring informal processors and retailers get access to their inventory needs, raw material needs directly from smallholder farmers without the activities of middlemen. And as they transact, we have built an algorithm that builds them a credit score, credit rating to drive financial inclusive services like credit insurance to the smallholder farmers. So I used to spend a good portion of my holidays growing up with my grandparents, and they were smallholder farmers. For those who are Nigerians who probably understand this, so my grandparents used to use this phrase each time they had to sell their harvested produce, which was monkey they walk, baboon they chop. What that typically means is farmers do all the work, but the middleman takes all the profits. Just like my grandparents, which they do all of the work, but then they don't get adequate value for the goods that they cultivated as a result of the long chain of middlemen, and then them not able to get access to financially inclusive services like credit and insurance. For us at Winich, we're building an ecosystem that allows informal processors, retailers, and smallholder farmers to get the adequate value that they put in when they get to sell their harvested produce while getting access to financially inclusive services like credit and insurance. And that's what we're all about. And every day when we wake up, every idea, every strategy that we're building, it's to ensure that this becomes a reality for smallholder farmers. We have a mantra that we oftentimes say that Winich is more than just a profit-oriented business, but it's the cause at heart as we improve the lives of smallholder farmers who put food on our tables daily but have been highly marginalized.
My name is Itak Nelly, the head HR for Winich Farms. As for the work ratio, so for direct workforce, we currently have 39. And of the 39, 11 of them are females and 28 of them are males. And then for the indirect workforce, we have about 4,000 plus. I think I can proudly say about 40% of that workforce, of the indirect workforce, is female.
I am Yoye Moses from Benue State, West local government. Before the arrival of Winich, I am a farmer. I do farm rice, yam, and cassava. I do farm 2 to 3 hectares. We have done a screening. They have taught us how to use our finance. They trained us to use the money financially to make something to build ourselves up. Initially, my children were schooling at Agagbe, a local part of West. But now, as I have kept the money, it has given me a morale and the energy to train them in an urban area. So they are now schooling in Naka Metropolis.
I am by name Otis Precious from Benue State. I am a farmer in West local government. Okay, before the Winich, I was a farmer, but I don't know how to save my money. Anytime I do my farm work, I will just sell it, spend the money, and the next season I will look for another money before I will start the farm work. But immediately the Winich came, they taught us about financial cycle. So from there I learned how to save my money. After selling, I will select part of the money, use for the things that are possible. Then I will save some of my money for the next rainy season, so that I will continue with my farm work.
Yes, my name is Ibana Silas. I am from Nakagwe West, Benue State. And the last time they came here, they gave us a wonderful training that helped me a lot. You know, they trained me on how to manage my farm and as well as my money whenever I get the money, that is financial management. And since I got that experience, I now know how to use my money compared to before. Because before, when I get the money, I will use the money recklessly. That is, I will be using it on issues that are not even valuable. The success story is that since I involved with this Winich, I get a lot of money compared to before. So the money I get from this experience, I use it for training my children in the school. Like now, as I am talking to you, My firstborn is in this primary school, while the other one is in nursery. So, but it's through this, the help of this Winich.
From the get-go, when we started, we began by providing credit. But there are several strategies that we have further implemented to engage farmers, as the months and years go by. As of today, we've created a hybrid system. By hybrid, I mean offline-online approach that allows the farmers get direct access to markets, directly to the processors, retailers when they want them, and not have to sell through the long chain of middlemen that keeps them marginalized. So as of today, how it works is whenever farmers want to sell their harvested produce, to solve for that, we created USSD strings that allows them locate the closest agent center to them, so they can do that using their feature phones. And when they get there, the agents then utilizes the technology, that's the mobile app, on behalf of the smallholder farmers, to onboard their produce and help them sell their produce directly to processors and retailers. We built the first of its kind debit card for smallholder farmers. It's the first of its kind in Nigeria. And as of today, I think over 50,000 farmers have access to these cards. And that's another thing that we have done for the smallholder farmer community. Over 35 million smallholder farmer community in Nigeria. And this is growing very rapidly, with the acceptance rate also very high, and this allows the farmers not just get value for the product when they sell immediately, but also they are able to get access to credit, insurance from third-party partners, because now the farmers have been financially included, in the system. I think CIFA has been an amazing investor. When I say CIFA, I'm referring to Sahel and then CIFA. The impact that the CIFA fund has had on our operations has been really enormous. At the end of the year, we get to recognize team members who have been very instrumental to the growth that we have achieved for that year. But on top of that, we also recognize partners, investors who were also instrumental. And as of 2024, December, we recognized Sahel to be our best investor for 2024. Just maybe, most likely, we probably might have another person take on that award or recognition by this year. Between 2023 and 2024, the CIFA fund has not only helped us increase the amount of reach that we have had. I think before the CIFA fund, we were at about, 80-something thousand farmers that we had reached. But post the investment from CIFA, we have grown significantly to, as of today, over 180,000 users on the platform. And this includes farmers that sit at about 160,000. And this in itself speaks volume. On top of that is the technical assistance facility that has been provided by CIFA. The facility allowed us secure fulfillment centers, and with fulfillment centers, delivery time frame has reduced from, it used to be about 72 to 96 hours, but as of today, we're delivering under 24 hours, and I think that's really remarkable. I could go on and on and on in terms of the impact, but I'd rather just stop here for now. And then thanks again to the Sahel and the CIFA team for helping make this happen. But not just the Winich team, but for millions and thousands of smallholder farmers across Nigeria, and we're growing very rapidly. I trust in a couple of months you would be hearing that we have expanded, and we would be happy to see how this would also translate into more growth and driving food security, not just in Nigeria but across Africa as well.
Winich Farms